hidden from sight is a kingdom that rules all life on land.
They're landing on me. We have this coating that's falling right now all around us. They're on your food, they're in your lungs, they're on your skin, they're on each thing you touch. They're each place you go.
They are a single, interconnected network. Could be described as a third mode of life.
It's an alien world of powerful, ancient life forms.
This entire web of life is connected, and it's connected through the fungi. Some of those will save us, some of those threaten us, and we're just beginning to understand which are which.
They shaped our world and hold the key for our future. This is the kingdom of fungi.
Fungi are not plants, they're not animals, they're a kingdom in their own right. Many people think of them as plants, perhaps because they don't move, they just sit there. But in fact, fungi are much more closely related to animals than they are to plants. And like animals, they have to eat other organisms.
When we think of fungi at all, we think of mushrooms. But these are just the fruit, a small part of the fungal life that's all around us.
They're just the tip of the iceberg. They're the outward sign of the presence of a fungus. Ah, look at this. The main part of the fungus is a whole mass of fine filaments, which together form what is called the mycelium.
The mycelium is the body of the fungus. It spreads through the soil, eating everything in its path, and even penetrates solid wood.
They can get there by physical penetrative force, but also by producing enzymes which digest the material that they're growing into.
These enzymes are the teeth and claws of fungi.
Well, we're very familiar with single-celled organisms, could be bacteria, and multicellular organisms, so plants and animals. The fungi are unusual because they are a single, interconnected network. So much is unknown. Almost every time we do an experiment, we're seeing something that nobody else has ever seen before. The whole of their growth and development depends on what's going on in their environment. Whereas for animals and plants, for an animal, once you've got your arms and your legs, you don't grow a new one depending on whether you need it or not.
Unlike animals, the body of the fungus is constantly changing shape in a relentless search for food.
It can keep spreading, and it can recycle material that's not useful and use all of that material to grow somewhere else. So it can actually migrate in the environment depending on whether it can find food or not.
During 1 billion years of evolution, fungi became the masters of survival.
The fungi have been around so long means they've had a long time to figure out the best ways to do everything. The best ways to be lethal, the best way to kill the things they fight. You know, they have 1 billion years of experience in doing the hard work of living.
We have much to learn from this mysterious kingdom, yet we know less than 1% of the estimated 5 million fungi species.
We're still incredibly ignorant about these organisms. You know, every time you breathe in, you're breathing in hundreds of species of fungi. And even those fungi we've studied for hundreds of years, there are really basic things we don't necessarily know about them.
Microbial explorers Rob Dunn and Anne Madden are out to discover how fungi can change our lives.
We don't have to go to far-off lands or distant places because there's new species underneath our feet. With each new species is the promise of a new compound that could be the next greatest antibiotic, or a chemical that could cure cancer, or something that we don't even know what it could do yet.
We've become really interested recently in trying to figure out how do we find not just any new fungus, but fungi that might be useful to people. And so in some cases, that's fungi we might use for making new kinds of beer. In other cases, though, we're looking for fungi that might be able to break down industrial waste, human waste. We'll need fungi to help us deal with that. Most of the coolest stuff nature can do, we haven't discovered yet. And so we both systematically look and we bumble around a little bit. It's cool. Bark's like a magical thing. You lift it and any kind of drama can be playing out underneath it.
It's a microscopic mystery inside a microscopic mystery.
We need some way to guide us toward understanding all of this mystery. And so I think evolutionary history serves as the compass to guide us. It points us in a direction.
This is the great untold story of how fungi shaped all